If you're looking for the best books of September 2025, this video is packed with romance and urban fiction. So if your shelf is full, I apologize in advance, but these September new releases need a spot on your TBR. Let's get into it. My name is Raquel. Welcome and welcome back. Before we get started, I just want to let you know that this is either a 2 or a 3-part video, not sure which one. And in this video, we'll be looking at romance and urban fiction. So let's get going. Book number 1, Forever His by A.C. Taylor, comes out on September 2nd. It says Trent, ex-Navy SEAL, a private investigator, the protector. He loves hard, fights dirty, and don't play about his friends and family. He was the last of the triple threat Donovans to fall and the first to ever hold his heart. She is and always will be his. Then you've got Tia. She is a former supermodel, the unobtainable, the light in the darkness that scarred his soul. She let him love her, let his family embrace her and gave him a son. She will be his until her last breath. Forever Donovan is a follow-up to the love story of a beloved Donovan couple. This story leads to the final book in the Donovan spin-off series known as The Secret Son. This series is complete. The next book is Inadmissible by B. Love. This is a 2-book series, and the first book is called Obsession. It says, growing up watching her father habitually cheat on her mother scarred Taj Sanders in a way she didn't recognize until she noticed the same patterns in her own relationship. When her fiance cheats on her and gets his side chick pregnant, Taj decides she's done with men and love altogether. A drunken night in a hotel bar puts her at the mercy of a stranger who chooses to protect her and keep her safe instead of taking advantage of her. And he also makes sure no one else does it. Tristan Pierce, a quarter of a partnership for Montgomery, Pierce, Walker, and Go, is known as the best strategist in Rose Valley Hill. When he lays his eyes on Taj 1 year after saving her at the bar, he's determined not to let her get away again so easily. He plays along, helping her to make her ex jealous, which leads them to spending the night together. For Taj, one night is enough. For Tristan, their night together is the beginning of their forever. As fate would have it, Taj finds in Tristan a man safe enough to choose and worthy enough for her to love. Unfortunately, that's no longer her heart's desire. Tristan makes it his mission to not only soften her heart, but to return her to her softness as a woman. With her hesitance to trust him and a lingering ex that won't go away, Tristan is in the biggest strategic undertaking of his life. Planned correctly, his actions can lead to his happily ever after with the woman he's confident will be his wife. But one incorrect move or inadmissible action, and he may scar Taj's heart worse than it already is. And the next one is Love on the Roster by Ashley Sky. It comes out on September 3rd. It says, he's got NFL dreams. She's got dreams of becoming a doctor. One night changes everything. Mercy Matthews is a rising football star who lives by one rule: no distractions. His eyes are on the prize, the NFL draft. Love, not on the roster. Seven Taylor is a brilliant, focused, and done with love after a messy breakup. But when she becomes Mercy's tutor, their chemistry explodes. Casual sex, no strings. That was the deal. Until one night, their dynamic changes forever. Now, with everything on the line, Mercy and Seven are caught between their dreams and a new reality neither of them planned for. As jealous exes, frenemies, and relentless groupies stir trouble, a scandalous party threatened to ruin Mercy's reputation. Both must decide what truly matters and who's really in their corner when it counts. Love on the Roster is a steamy black college romance filled with heart, heat, and real life twists. If you love black love stories with sports, fights, and depth, this one is for you. The next one is called Body Language. It is by Nitra Antoinette. It comes out on September 4th. I can read a man before he even opens his mouth. I know which ones are starving to be understood, which one hide their scars under designer suits, and which ones will hand me exactly what I need just for the privilege of being seen. I've been running this game long enough to turn conversation into currency and eye contact into opportunity. Every move I make is calculated. When I dance, my movements speak to their thoughts before I even open my mouth. I tell their secrets with the arch in my back, answer their questions with the roll of my hips while I strip them bare mentally. But then there's Kendrick's Givel, a man who doesn't ask questions, just studies the way my shoulders drop when I'm tired, the way my smile fades when the weight gets heavy. I've built my world on control, on never needing anyone to hold it up for me. And yet, one look from him, and I start to wonder if what if I finally met the man who speaks my body language as fluently as I do? I've built my world on control. Next, Love Between the Pages by Natasha D. Frazier comes out on September 9th. Book lovers, yes. Best friends, till the end. Focus on their career? Who isn't? In love with each other? Well, let's not rush things. Lisa Atkins has finally achieved her dream, running her family's beloved bookstore. Between the lines, with a supportive circle of friends and family, including her best friend Jaden, life seems perfect. But before she settles into her new role, a crushing tax debt threatens to snatch her dream away. Desperate to save her bookstore, Lisa cooks up an ambitious grand reopening event to raise the funds she needs. Little does she know, the key to her success is hiding in plain sight. Her best friend Jaden, who moonlights as an elusive best-selling author, just in love, Jaden Reynolds is on the brink of a major career milestone, becoming a partner at his accounting firm. Exciting news, right? Except he's grappling with uncertainty about his future as he secretly basks in the success of his romantic debut novel that has readers swooning. As he navigates the wild world of love and ambition, he also realizes that he wants more than just friendship with Lisa, the woman who has held his heart far longer than he can remember. Next, we have Birthday Girl by Misha Mish. Comes out September 12th. No one ever remembered her birthday until the year she made sure they never forgot. Talia Banks clawed her way out of the ghetto, built an empire from a single patch of dirt, and rose to millionaire status. However, she discovered the view at the top of the world is even lonelier than at the bottom. Her family only calls her when they need money, and her so called friends never show up unless there's something in it for them. Last year, she celebrated her 35th birthday alone in a ballroom big enough for 500 people. But this year, she's planned something unforgettable. Her friends and family are invited to celebrate with her, not to honor her, but for her to shower them with gifts. The celebration will be lavish, and the gifts will be unforgettable. But when the candles burn out, so will they. Birthday Girl is a chilling thriller where every present comes with a price. That one sounds really good. I'm so interested in that one. And then we have Crowned and Cornered by Kiki Robinson. Comes out on September 12th. It says, Carry On Graves has always done what's expected. Uphold the family name, carry the weight of legacy, and keep his emotions locked behind the polished exterior. But when a chance encounter with a woman who sees right through the facade leaves a mark he can't shake, everything begins to unravel. Azale Lighten doesn't do distractions, especially not for men who especially not for men with tailored suits and last names that echoes in boardrooms. She's focused, juggling school, home obligations, and the pressure to make something of herself. But Carry On isn't just another name. He listens when no one else does, sees her heart when she's invisible. As secrets surface, trauma is laid bare, and the Graves name threatened to consume him. Carry On finds himself standing at a crossroads between who he always has been and who he wants to become. Told through journal entries, quiet moments, and simmering tension, this is a story about healing, choosing your own path, and the kind of love that doesn't change your heart, it frees it. And next we have Hooked on an Angel by Kimberly Wesley, comes out on September 15th. Angel Hamilton, a successful businesswoman, finds her carefully constructed life unraveling after a chance encounter with a tow truck driver, Hook Lawrence. Their intense connection leads to a passionate affair, but their vastly different worlds and the lingering of Angela's ex husband threatens to tear them apart. Amidst personal struggle and external threats, Angela and Hook must confront their past and decide if their love is strong enough to bridge a divide. Will opposites attract? She's used to the high end things in life. He's an ex con from the hard streets of St. Louis trying to get by. Secrets, deceptions, childhood trauma, past relationships, and plenty of sexual interludes keep this relationship on an emotional roller coaster. And next, we have Intentional File, which is by Elma Dearest, comes out on September 16th. This is a part of a three-book series. I don't know what the first book is. I forgot. This one is called Intentional File, which is book number 2. It says, Malcolm, Jay has always belonged to me, even before she knew it. From the first time I saw her in my mother's living room, she became my quiet obsession. I studied her, moved into her building, patiently waiting for my moment. Stalker much? Where am I? Now it's here. She tries to resist, but I don't back down. Now, when it comes to her, the only piece I miscalculated on my chessboard is my mother, the queen, and her best friend. One more wrong move, and I risk putting the women I love, at odds and destroying a friendship. But I've already decided Jay is the end game. I hope my mother understands because I'm not letting go of her. Jay, I didn't see him coming. Malcolm, my best friend's son, all grown up and dangerously close to me. For a year, he's been showing up, sitting close, speaking softly, asking advice on how to secure music note. Funny, he forgot to mention I am music note. And the moment I learned the gifts from MSJ was him, everything shifted. He's bold, he's relentless, and now I don't know if I want him to stop. But one move could wreck everything, my career, my peace, and the bond with the only woman who's ever truly had my back. Now, I am definitely interested in this. I have to say, I have an adult son. And if one of my friends was to start dating my adult son, me and her would definitely have some problems. For sure. Especially if she knew him as a kid. Now, that's gross. Cut it out. But I'm going to read the book. And then number 3 in the series is called Defending the Post. Marquise's story comes out on September 19th. And this one is also by El Medeiros. Like I said, it's number 3 in the series. Marquise, relationships, not for me. I love you leads to people leaving. I don't do heartbreak, and I definitely don't do commitment. As long as everyone knows their role, we're good. That was my world until Erin stormed into the sideline. She's not like others. From her bold tattoos to her sharp tongue, nothing about her fits into the boxes I've built for women. She challenges me, exposes parts of me that I've buried, and worse, she's not here for a casual thing. She asks for friendship, but I want more, even if I have no clue what that means. So how you asking for more if you don't even know what it means? Erin, LA was supposed to be a fresh start, an exciting setup in the music industry. When offered me the role of creative director and assistant, I said yes without hesitation. Rent free, creative freedom, a dream opportunity. Then I meet him. Marquise is cocky, frustrating, and magnetic. He gets under my skin in all the worst and best ways. I see the walls he hide behind, even if he'd rather drown in attention than admit he's afraid. I offered friendship. He demanded more. Now, I just have to keep my boundaries in place. Easy, right? Yeah, I guess it depends on what your morals are. And next is Echoes Forever by Asia Monique comes out on September 22nd. It says, King of Rejectors. The collective took from me. Demetrius Cannon had everything to lose and nothing to gain. If he allowed the society to walk all over him, he was determined to eliminate every threat to his family's bloodline, even if it meant going up against a group more powerful than he could ever be. And it was time I took it all back. The broker of assassins. I bled for the collective. Forever James had the world at her fingertips, but couldn't fathom what real freedom looked like. She was determined to break away from the society her family had been loyal to for generations, even if it meant dying, even if she died trying. And it was time I made them bleed for me. In the echo of Forever, Demetrius and Forever finds themselves on a collision course with fate at the helm. No matter which way they turn, it all leads back to them. And next we have XO Unlawfully Yours by Jaquel J. Comes out September 24th. Cora Caselli is the second oldest of the Caselli siblings. Right along with her brother, she's had to grow up quicker than she wanted to, sacrificing the life she thought she would have to be there for her youngest siblings and step into the role that was always chosen for her. As a federal judge, Cora Casilli, or Casilli, I'm sorry, Cora Casilli, or Judge Case, has built her career on being fair, sometimes tough, and about business within her courtroom. At 34, she's one of the youngest and most feared judges in the system, known mostly for the high profile cases she's tried. When she presides over the trial of Kingston Steele, a handsome community activist accused of using his nonprofit to funnel drug money and being linked to the motorcycle gang Brooklyn Reapers. Her whole personal life and professional life starts to tangle together. There's only one problem. Kingston Steele is her best friend's half brother. And then we have Hunting Ava by Kiki Swenson, comes out on September 30th. This is part two. Part one is called Amber Alert, which is a book that I did a review on. I said it was too short. I felt like there were things missing, like there were things that I wanted to know. I did not realize that she was writing a book too. So now I have the opportunity to find out all those questions I was asking. It says an unforgettable portrait of Southern scheming, greed, and brutality. A high end criminal turned suburban mom in hiding must fight against a dangerous fallout from her corrupt past and escape a calculated enemy hell bent on revenge. She was once the best luxury car thief in the game, but Ava Frost paid a high price when her children were stolen. Forced to confront her relentless ex boss, Nick, she uncovered his devious, silent partner in the kidnapping, her seemingly lovingly, seemingly wealthy husband, Kevin. Now, Ava is making a new life with her children several states away from her suburban life. She's also struggling to help her young son heal from their traumatic ordeal. So, when her soon to be ex husband pressures her to return his portion of the ransom money, Ava pushes back hard. Along with a secret life insurance policy Kevin took out on her, Ava soon realized she's worth more to him dead than alive. And when she learns he set Nick's vengeful sister and her murderous gangster husband on her trail, she must go up against an overwhelming enemy who will never stop hunting her and her kids. Fighting may be the last move. Now, with the odds against her and time running out, Ava must marshal all her resources and formidable skills to defend everything she's fought to save. But one last dangerous twist calls her plans to irrevocably crash and burn. She'll battle tooth and claw to put her pursuit on the run, straight into a trap so treacherous even she may not have a chance to survive. And next, we have Fake It to Forever by J. Nicole, comes out on September 30th. Fake was the plan, real feelings were a plot twist. When Amara Baptiste invites her brother's best friend on a sun-soaked getaway to Jamaica for a couples trip, it's supposed to be a cover-up. Her ex was invited, and showing up solo isn't an option. Enter Nasir Reed, charming, low-key, and off-limits. Pretending to be her boyfriend should have been easy, but sharing a bed, stolen glances, and unexpected laughter under Caribbean skies? Nothing about that felt fake. Back home, secrets unravel, families question, her tight knit crew starts asking hard questions. One thing's clear, the game of pretend may have turned into the realest thing ever of the what? The game of pretend may have turned into the realest thing either of them has ever felt. Perfect for the fans of The Wedding Date and The Unhoneymooners. Fake It Till Forever is a fake dating brother's best friend romance, bursting with tropical heat, emotional depth, and a love story that defies rules. And last but not least, Loving Amari by Tessa Stone comes out September 30th. It is a paranormal romance. Amari and Carla adapt to their new life in Winter Moon at the Medina Shadow Coven. As Carla faces a new threat within Limbo, she ascends to a power that elevates her to the level of a goddess. Once again, their love is put to the test. Can they overcome these challenges, or will Amari lose Carla forever? So this is book number 3 in a series. Don't know the other 2 books, but let me know if you are planning to read any of these books. Are any of them interesting to you? I definitely found a couple of them that I intend to read. Let me see. Let me see which ones am I going to read. So I am interested in Forever His by AC Taylor. Body Language for sure. And that is by Nitra Antoinette. Birthday Girl by Nisha Mish. Intentional Foul by El Medeiros. And Marquise's Story by El Medeiros. Maybe Echoes of Forever by Asia Monique. I'm not sure about that one. I have to read that again. I am eventually going to read Jaquel J. I'm going to start from where I left off. So I left off at book number 1 of Capri. I did read a little bit of it. And then, so I'm just going to work my way all the way through it. So eventually I'm going to get to EXO, Unlawfully Yours. But I'm not going to read it anytime soon. That's like, I don't even know where that is in the series at this point. And I am also going to read Hunting Ava. I have to get the answers to my questions. I do like Kiki Swenson, and um, I don't remember what I gave Amber Alert, but in my head, I'm probably going to say like a 3.5, maybe a 3, because I had too many unanswered questions and I didn't know there was a book 2. So just thinking about it right now, I would give it like a 3.5. And if she give me the rest of it, I'll bring it up some more, but we'll have to see about that. And I'm not into fake dating tropes, so I'm not going to do fake it. What I did realize is that there are no forbidden love tropes in any of these, which is my favorite. Um, but there are still more romance books. So maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it'll be in part 2. Maybe not. I'm not sure. Let me know which books you're interested in, and make sure to thumbs up the video if you like it. Do all of the YouTube things, like, comment, subscribe, share. Until next time, see you soon.